Good morning, students. In my previous video, that is video 3 of quadratic equation, I have explained you about finding the solutions of the quadratic equation by completing the square method, and sufficient number of problems also we have solved. And today I am going to teach you the last method of finding the solutions of the quadratic equation, and that method is called as the formula method. And let me tell you once again, if you use any one of these three methods, you are getting the same answer. And at last I will show you taking one problem with all the three methods. Okay. So let us start finding the solution of the equation. Okay. By which method? Formula method. By formula method. First of all, let us see what is the formula you have to use. What is the formula that you will use to find the roots of the quadratic equation? Okay. My dear children, one thing you have to keep in mind, the formula method is just a continuation of what? Our completing the square method. So what I will do, I will take one problem of completing the square method. I will take ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Instead of taking a particular example, I have taken the general form of the quadratic equation. This is called the general form of quadratic equation. And let me use the same method, that method what I have used yesterday, that is completing the square method, and apply for this particular problem. For this general form of the quadratic equation, I will apply completing the square method. You know the steps. What are the different steps we have used? First step, transfer the constant to the RHS. I will write ax square plus bx is equals to minus c. First step is over. Or the second step, make the coefficient of x square as 1. Make the coefficient of x square as 1. That means divide each term by a. Divide each term by a. I will directly write divided by a gives you x square plus b by a into x divided by a is equals to minus c by a. Divide each term by a. I have to bring the LHS plus sign is here. Plus is all I have explained in my previous video. If you have not seen my previous video, first see that video 3. Then you can see this. Otherwise you will not understand. Okay, this is, I have to bring in the form of a square plus 2ab plus b square. This form I have to bring because plus is there. So I want here plus. Okay, a square, x square as it is, plus 2 I want, additional 2, extra 2. I will write here into 2 into a. A means what? X. X is here. Into b. I will take here b by 2a. Instead of a, I will take 2a. Why? 1, 2 in the numerator extra, 1, 2 in the denominator extra. If you cancel, b by a, b by a. My dear children, this is my b. 2ab is equals to minus c by a. When you compare this, a square, x square, plus 2, a is here, into b, that means this is my b. I want a b square. I will write here, and b by 2a the whole square on both hand side. This is my b square term. This b square I have to add to the both sides. What happens? Come on. X square plus 2 into b by 2a into x, a square plus 2ab plus b square, b by 2a the whole square. When I add this to the LHS, I have to add it for the RHS also. I will write minus c by a plus b by 2a the whole square. This term I have added on both sides. Why this term I have to add? Because this is the b square term for me. B square term is for me and I have added it on both sides. Now my dear children, this is the expanded form of what? This is the expanded form of a plus b the whole square. A plus b the whole square. That means x plus b by 2a the whole square is equals to, I will simplify the RHS. It is minus c by a plus, this is b square by 4a square. B square by 4a square. I will take the LCM. I will take the LCM as 4a square. So, how much? 4a. See, here it is a, here it is 4a square. That means multiply by 4a. 4a into c is 4ac minus 4ac plus a square once up, multiply by 1, it is b square. What is equals to? X plus b by 2a the whole square is equals to. What next? Let me simplify. X plus b by 2a the whole square is equals to, if you simplify this, I will get b square minus 4ac whole divided by 4a square. Taking the square root on both sides, taking square root on both hand side. What happens if you take a square root? This square is there. When we take the square root and square gets cancelled, we can write x plus b by 2a is equals to. When you take the square root here, you are getting the two answers, plus or minus. The square root of this, I don't know. I will write under root b square minus 4ac. I don't know what the square root of this, but I know the square root of this. This is 2a. From here, I can separate into two parts. X plus, okay, I will not separate them into two parts. I will make a formula. I have to go for a formula. What I will do? X is equals to, I will transfer this to the RHS. Minus b by 2a plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a divided by 2a. Now what I will do? The last step of this formula, since this is also 2a, this is also 2a, I can go for a common denominator and I can write x is equals to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. This is the formula what we are using to solve the quadratic equation. See, when you say they call this a formula method, this is the formula you have used. That is x is equals to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a is the formula we are using to solve the quadratic equations. See, if I have given this formula directly to you, definitely you will get a doubt from where this formula has come. So I have solved this entirely so that you will come to know what? How this formula has arrived. Now what you can do? You can write all these things and note this formula. This is the formula what we are going to use, and using this formula how to find out the roots, I will explain you after this. Now students, let me take one problem. I will solve that problem by formula method. Okay. Then I will take another problem. Let me solve by all the three methods so that you will understand that by any method you are getting the same answer. Okay. Now the first problem I will solve only by the formula method. Come on. Let me take 4x square minus 14x minus 8 is equals to 0. 4x square minus 14x minus 8 is equal to 0. Okay. See, it is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. My dear children, the standard form of the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. The coefficient of x square is a. The coefficient of x, coefficient is number which is written beside x. Coefficient of x is b. The constant is last term is c. Okay, let me write first. What is a? A is equals to 4. B is equals to, including the sign you have to write, B is equals to minus 14. C is equals to, including the sign, it is minus 8. Okay, let me write the formula. X is equals to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a is the formula. Okay, now see very carefully, don't write anything, listen to me very carefully. See here, this minus I am writing here. Okay, the value of b is again minus 14. Two minus are there. One minus from the formula I have written here. B itself is minus 14. So I will write here minus 14. Don't get confused why there are two minus. One minus from the formula and another minus is the value of b minus 14. Okay, plus or minus under root b square minus 14 the whole square minus 4 into a. A is equals to 4 into b, into c. C is equals to minus 8. Okay, whole divided by. Listen here, this is not divided from here. It is not divided from here. Whole divided by 2a, 2 into 4. Come on, minus of minus plus 14 plus or minus under root minus 14 square. Whether it's minus or plus, when you square it, naturally it will be positive only. Minus 14 square also 196 plus 14 square is also 196. That becomes 196. This minus into minus into minus, it is plus. Okay, it is 16 8s are 128. 16 8s are 128. Okay, whole divided by 8. Okay, we will continue. It is 14 plus or minus under root. If you add it, 8 plus 6, 14, carry 1, 9 plus 1, 10, 12, carry 1. It is 324. Square root of 324 divided by 8. 324 is the perfect square. 18 square is 324. It is 14 plus or minus. This square root is 18 divided by 8. What is equals to? My children, x is in the LHS. X is in the LHS. We are going to find the value of x. They are the roots of the equation. Okay, from there I can separate. X is equals to 40 plus 18 divided by 2, and x is equals to 40 minus 18 divided by 2. Once plus, once minus. Okay, this becomes 32 divided by 2. Answer is 16. Here it is 14 minus 18 is minus 4 divided by 2. Answer is minus 2. So x is equals to minus 2, x is equals to 16 are the roots of the equation. This is how we can solve the problems using formula method. Note, take one more problem, and this problem first let me solve by formula method, and later I will solve the same problem by factorization method also. Okay, come on students, let me take one more problem. Let me take 8x square plus 6x minus 5 is equals to 0. 8x square plus 6x minus 5 is equals to 0. Let me solve the problem first by formula. Okay, I should know what the value of a. A is equals to 8. B, I have to write including the sign. B, it is a plus 6. C, it is minus 5. A, B, C. Coefficient of x square is a. Coefficient of x is b. The constant is c. Okay, let me write the formula. X is equals to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. This point to be noted. Some students will write like this: divided by 2a. No, it is always whole divided by, which is equals to minus from the formula. Minus from the formula, value of b is only 6. That means no 2 minus will come. Only minus from the formula, value of b is positive, minus 6. Plus or minus under root b square, 6 square minus 4 into a. A is 8. Into b is minus 5. Whole divided by 2a, 2 into 8. Which is equals to minus 6 plus or minus under root. Okay, it is 36. Minus into minus gives you plus. 8 5s are 40. 40, 40, 44s are 160. Okay, whole divided by 16. Whole divided by 16. Okay, let me continue. Minus 6 plus or minus under root. 160 plus 36 gives you 196 whole divided by 16. What is equals to? LHS, x is there. X is equals to, x is equals to, x is equals to. I can separate it. Therefore, x is equals to, I can write minus 6. Oh, sorry. Under root 196. Okay, it is plus or minus 14 divided by 16. Separate them, therefore x is equals to minus 6 plus 14 divided by 16, and x is equals to what? Minus 6 minus 14 divided by 16. Okay, minus 6 plus 14. 14 minus 6, answer is 8 plus 8. Bigger number sign is positive. 8 by 16, answer is 1 by 2. Here, when both are minus, keep the minus sign as it is, add the numbers. Minus 20 divided by 16, 4 2s are, 4 5s are, x is equals to minus 5 by 2. My dear children, these two are called roots of the equation. See, in my all columns I have written x is equals to 1 by 2 and x is equals to minus 5 by 2. So, even you can call one root as alpha, one root as beta also. That also can be done. I can write therefore alpha is equals to 1 by 2, beta is equals to minus 5 by 2 are the roots of the equation. This is also one way of representing the answer. Now, let me solve the same problem by which method? Factorization. Come on. 8x square plus 6x minus 5 is equals to 0. Okay, if you multiply, you should get 40. If you subtract, you might have remembered what I have told. Last sign is negative. That means subtraction. 1 plus, 1 minus. On subtracting, you should get 6. On subtracting, you should get 6. Not by adding, by subtract. Come on, calculators. 10 and 4. See, 10 4s are 40. 10 minus 4 is equal to 6. Which sign? 1 plus and 1 minus. This will go to the bigger number. This will go to the bigger number. Come on. 8x square plus 10x minus 4x minus 5 is equals to 0. Is equals to 0. Now it is grouping. Grouping. What I can take as a common? 2 I can take as a common. X as a common. Into bracket. 2 4s are 8. 4x plus 2 how much are 10? 2 5s are 10. I can't take anything as a common here except minus 1 as a common. I can take minus 1 as a common. When minus is taken as a common, this will be 4x. This will be 4x. This minus becomes plus 5 is equals to 0. So what are the two factors? 4x plus 5 into 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. My dear children, they are called as the factors. is equals to minus 5 by 4. Minus 5 by 4. Okay. Here it is. 2x is equals to plus 1. Therefore, x is equals to 1 by 2. Let me check it. 1 by 2. 1 by 2. 5 plus 5 by 4 minus 5 by 2. That is somewhere I made a mistake. Let me check here. 4 4s are 16. 4 5s are 20. Answer is minus 5 by 4. Minus 5 by 4. That means by any method you should get the same answer. Okay? If you want, let me solve one more problem. Now let me take one problem. I will solve by two methods. One is by formula method and one is by completing the square method. And I will show you in this case also you are getting the same answer. Okay, let me take one problem. What problem I can take? You take any problem you can take. I will take say 12x square. 12x square. 12x square. Say plus 5x minus 3 is equals to 0. Let me start with the formula method. A is equals to 12. B is equals to 5. C is equals to minus 2. Okay. Come on. Formula. X is equals to minus 3 plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a is the formula. Come on. Minus from the formula. B value is positive. Minus 5 plus or minus under root b square. It is 5 square minus 4 into a square into minus 3 into minus 3 whole divided by 2a. Oh, sorry, 2a, 2 into 12, 2 into 12, okay. Minus 5 plus or minus under root. It is 25 minus into minus plus 48. It is what I can say 12 is 36, 36 4s are 144. 144 divided by 12 is 24. 12 to the 24. Come on. X is equals to minus 5 plus or minus under root. It is 169 divided by 24. Divided by 24. Okay, I can say x is equals to minus 5 plus or minus 13. Square root of 167 is 13 divided by 24. I can separate them. I can call them as alpha and beta. Therefore, alpha is equals to minus 5 plus 13 divided by 24 and beta is equals to minus 5 minus 13 divided by 28. Simplify. 1 plus and 1 minus. Bigger number minus 1 number. 13 minus 5 is equals to 8. Bigger sign is positive, means plus, divided by 24. 1s are 3s are. Therefore, alpha is equals to 1 by 3 is one of the root of the equation. Come on. When both are minus, keep the minus as it is, add the numbers. It is minus 18 divided by 24. With what I can cancel, 6 3s are, 6 4s are. Beta is equals to what? Minus 3 by 4 is the second root of the equation. Now, I will solve the same problem by which method? Completing the square method. Come on. What is the first step? Transfer the constant to the RHS. I will write here. It is completing the square method. I will solve by completing the square method. Let us check. First step, transfer the constant to the RHS. 12x square plus 5x is equals to plus 3. Transfer to the RHS, minus 3 becomes plus 3. Make the coefficient of x square as 1. That means divide each term by 12. Come on, divide by 12. X square. Divide by 12 means 12 will cancel x square. plus 5 by 12 into x is equals to 3 by 12. After doing this, see, is there a chance of simplification? To simplify it, cancel it. 3 ones are 3 fours. I will write down x square plus 5 by 12 into x is equals to 1 by 4. LHS I have to bring in the form of a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, that means x square plus, see, I have to bring in the form of what? I have to bring in the form of a square plus 2ab plus b square. Why plus 2ab? Because plus is here. Okay, what I want now? A square, x square plus. But 2 is required, additional 2 is required. I have taken here plus 2 into a. A means what? A is x. I will take this x here into 5 by 12. 1 and 2, I have to take the denominator also. To compensate like this, I can write into 5 by 24. In the place of 5 by 12, I will take 5 by 24. I have multiplied this by 2 because I have taken a 2 in the numerator. Is equals to 1 by 4. Now what I got? A square plus 2ab. I got a b square term. That means 5 by 24 the whole square. And 5 by 24 the whole square on both hand sides. I have carried on both hand sides. Okay. Add it on both hand sides. What happens? It is x square plus 2 into x into 5 by 24. Already there. Plus 5 by 24 the whole square is equals to, what is that? 1 by 4 plus 5 by 24 the whole square. Added on both hand sides. Now, the short form of this, a plus b the whole square, x plus 5 by 24 the whole square is equals to, simplify this, 1 by 4 plus square it, 25 divided by 24 square is 576. 576. Take the LCM as 576 is the LCM. 4 how much are? 4 how much are? 4 ones are 4. If I divide 576 by 4, 4 ones are 4, 117, 4 fours are 16, 144 are 144 means multiply by 144. 144 ones are 144 plus 576 ones are multiplied by 125. That gives you 169 by 576. What is equals to? X plus 5 by 24 the whole square. What next? Taking square root on both hand sides. Taking square root on both hand sides. Taking square root on both hand sides. What I will get? X plus 5 by 24 is equals to, when you take the square root here, plus or minus, if you take the square root, what happens? 13 divided by square root of this is 24. Okay, now I will separate them, therefore x is equals to, okay, x is equals to, what I can do? I can transfer this to that side. It is 5 by 24 plus or minus 13 by 24. From there it is saying alpha is equals to, okay, I can write it here further, which is equals to, I can write 24 is the common LCM, 24 is the common LCM, and I can write 5 plus or minus 13. See, from here alpha is equals to, where is the mistake? Yeah, it is here. When you transfer this to the RHS, this becomes minus 5. This becomes minus 5. See now. When this is transferred to the RHS, plus 5 by 24 plus minus 5 by 24. Okay. Now it is minus 5 plus 13 by 24, minus 5 plus 13 by 24. Another beta is equal to minus 5 minus 13 by 24, minus 5 minus 1. You are getting the same answer. It is alpha is equal to 1 by 3, beta is equal to 3 by 4. My dear children, ultimately what I want to say, any method, but if you do correctly, you have to get the same answer in all the 3 methods. But in the examination, when they ask you, solve the quadratic equation by factorization method, compulsorily you will solve it by factorization method only. Other 2 methods will not work there. If they ask you, solve the quadratic equation by completing the square method, mandatory. It has to be solved by this method only, completing the square method. But if they ask you, solve the quadratic equation, not mentioned, then you can go one of these 3 methods and you get the full marks. Okay students, we'll stop the session here, and tomorrow when we meet, we will learn more about the chapter quadratic equation. Till then,